Hi everyone, Paul here from JuicyProps.com. The main goal of JuicyProps is to help you make picks on your own by providing full statistics correlated with PrizePicks props. JuicyProps, where you become the guru. Come check out my Patreon site at JuicyProps.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to read and interpret the NBA PrizePicks spreadsheets. I've been working hard on some updates to the sheets and player cards to help you better visualize the player props. Before we continue, please help support my site and do like, share, and subscribe. Alright, so first off, we've got the statistics tab. I don't usually use this because I've got a lot of other tools to help me, but if I want to take a deep dive on a player, then I can filter out on the player. Let's say I wanted to have a look at Jason Tatum, so I filter out on his name. And here I've got a history of all his games for this year. So we've got a bunch of different tabs here at the bottom for all the props. All props, we'll come back to that one in a minute. So we've got fan score, points, rebounds, assists, three-pointers, free throws, points, rebounds, assists, points, rebounds, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, and turnovers. Okay, back over to the all props tab. This tab is brand new, as about a month ago. I've combined all the props that I just showed you on the other tabs into one tab. Use it this way if you want, or if you don't. I've been kind of experimenting with this a little bit. It allows you to do a few different things. Let's say you want to do a game stack. You want to just see the Houston and Boston players, so you can filter those out. You go Houston and Boston. Boom, you can do a game stack based on what you find here. Let's clear that. And you can also just filter on the particular prop. So if I just want to see assists, I can filter that out. Let's clear that. Let's say I want to look at all the props for Jason Tatum, then I can filter out on Tatum, and I can see all the props that I have for Tatum here. All right, let's clear that. All right, so now I'll go through the different columns that are in the spreadsheet. So first column you have here is a yes/no column. This is up to you if you want to use it or not. If you want to indicate which props you're interested in, you can sort of flag it with a Y or whatever you really want. Doesn't matter. Say I would like these top three, then I can filter those out. So if you have a lot of props and you don't want to look at them all, you can just filter out the ones that you're interested in. You can also indicate in the second column here whether you like it as an over or as an under. So I can put in an O for an over, U for an under. I can type in over. It doesn't really matter, whatever you prefer. Again, this is just to help you filter things out and keep track of what you plan to play. All right, so let's clear these. Clear these values. Next up, we've got a sports tab. It's not really used yet. That's more for future use. Next, we've got the different props tab. Then we've got the name of the player tab, position, the team they play for, the team they're playing against, the game information, the game time. All game times are Eastern Standard Time. GP is the number of games played for the season, so 63 here for Jason Tatum. Last is the last game played by Jason Tatum, so if someone's coming back from an injury, that could be a good indication if they haven't played in a long time. Min is the number of minutes played in the last game. GS is whether they started the game or not, so yes would indicate that they did start, and no would indicate that they did not. LPS is the last prop score. This OU is the over-under that PrizePicks is giving, so you want to pick over-under 14.5 for Jason Tatum rebounds and assists. Next is the 5-game average for this prop. SD is the standard deviation of the average. Diff is the average minus the over-under. D% is the diff percentage, so it's the diff divided by the PrizePicks over/under. DVP would be the defense versus prop and position, so not just defense versus position and prop. All right, let's scroll over here and have a look at some of the new columns. So these are only available on this all props tab. The other tabs do not have a Vegas over/under columns. So let's go back here. So these are the new columns for the Vegas over under odds. So this is the Vegas over under, and it does not always match the PrizePicks one. So make sure you have a look at there. So here you can see Brooke Lopez points is the over under is 16 on PrizePicks, but it's 16 and a half on for Vegas. So could be a good indication that it could get bumped. So yeah, Vegas OU is the Vegas over under that these prop odds are based on. The over percent here column, over odds. So these are the American odds that you might be familiar with. The U percent is the under probability for this prop. And then we have the under odds, again, the American odds for an under. And if we scroll over here, we've got the hit rate for this prop. So 5G would be the 5-game hit rate for this prop. 10G would be the 10-game hit rate for this prop. The spreadsheet is sorted based on these hit rates. So first by the 5-game hit rate, then by the 10-game hit rate, and finally by the diff. They'll break any ties. And the last column that we have is the 15-game history for the prop. So like I said before, all the tabs here at the bottom are quite similar, except for the all prop has a few extra features like the Vegas odds, mainly just the Vegas odds, and the fact that they're all combined onto one tab. Also, if you get confused about what any of these columns mean, there's glossaries here at the top that kind of give you a brief explanation of what they are and what they mean. So you're saying to yourself, okay, that's all well and good, but that's a lot of information. I get a little confused. But if you want to have a deeper look at somebody, then each player has a hyperlink, and this will link to cards that you would have downloaded when you downloaded the spreadsheet. So let's say I want to have a look at Jason Tatum's rebounds and assists prop. So I'll click on the link. So clicking the link will bring up a card for the player and the prop. So we've got the over-under here, 14.5, the prop, which is rebounds and assists. We've got the game info. So if it's NBA, it could be NBA 1H, 2H, fourth quarter. So we've got the player info, a nice graph for 15 days as opposed to just the 5 days that PrizePicks gives you. We've got a 5-game average, a 10-game average. Then we've got like a 15-game history with the DVP. So having the DVP there can kind of help you assess whether the DVP is relevant or not. Sometimes it just isn't relevant. Sometimes it clearly is. So keep that in mind. Next, we've got the Vegas prop odds. So that's the new 5 columns that I showed you on the all props tab. So the over under. So again, this could vary. In this case, it's the same. The over percent is 56.82. Over odds is minus 130. Under percent is 50%, and the under odds are 100. Next, we've got the DVP. So Houston DVP versus power forwards, rebounds, and assists. They're ranked 26. So the higher the number, the better the matchup to go over. Next, we've got the betting lines for the game. So if it's going to be a blowout, maybe you don't want to play it just because they're going to rest. They're going to say, let's say Boston's going to blow out Houston, and Tatum's not even going to play the fourth quarter. Well, maybe you don't want to play it then. As you can see here, that might be the case. We'll scroll down. We've got a history versus Houston. So if Jason Tatum played any games against Houston, which he did, he played one on December 27th. And you can see what he got in that game. So here, rebounds, assists, he got 12, so he was actually under. If you look at the game information, he played 34 minutes, so it did look like a blowout, but anyway, he didn't get there. Then we've got a 20-game history of Jason Tatum's statistics. So if 20 games isn't enough, you could go back and use the statistics tab to have a deeper look. So all the players should have a card. So if you click any of the links, it should bring up that player card. So you've got Kenyon Merton, Brooke Lopez, points, assists. Go to another tab like fan score. So fan score, there's no odds. So let's look at Walker Kessler. Here's his card. Jaylen Brown, you name it, we got a card for all of them to help you choose your props. So these spreadsheets and cards are being updated constantly all day, so you're always going to be up to date. Alright, so thank you for joining me today. I hope you find this video useful. Check out my Patreon at JuicyProps.com and subscribe to get access to the NBA spreadsheets and cards. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Hope you all have a great day.